And Jeff, it'll be really interesting to get the opinion of our next guest, David Wright, founder of Wright Financial Group, a retirement income store located in Toledo, Ohio. Dave, as usual, it's our pleasure to have you back here on The Income Generation.
Thank you, you guys. Good to be back.
David Wright, in your infinite experience, do most people take full advantage of the opportunities they have to save for retirement?
Jeff, that's a good question. Early in people's careers, they seem to miss those opportunities because they've got young families. Maybe they are not making that much when they first start out in the workforce. As they get older, their kids are graduating and they have better paying jobs. Then in their 50s and 60s, they start to really kind of get serious about, understanding what their plans are all about, how they can get matched and build their balances. But, people don't take advantage of every opportunity as well as they should.
That's true. It always seems to revolve around the economic dynamic, though. But so it's really not financial. It's more financial than it is psychological, let's say. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree, although, there's certain circumstances where people are raised in families where mom and dad, ingrained in them, pay off your debts, save your money, and they've got that muscle built at an early age, and they find a way to save no matter what they're making. But most people, it is purely financial. They just can't make the dollar stretch with childcare, college, everything else they have to deal with. So the serious savings really get taken care of in their 50s and 60s.
So on that note, what would you say are the 2 or 3 biggest financial challenges for most retirees today, regardless of how much they've saved?
Well, that's a great question, and one that I bring up a lot to people that I see. I think one of the ones that we miss a lot is that people just really underestimate what they need for their monthly budget. They really undershoot it because they use a bottoms-up approach. But I'd say the 2 or 3 biggest things that people underestimate, always that ugly inflation. We've certainly experienced it this year. Obviously, we know down the road taxes are looming ahead because all the things that the government's doing now to incentivize people to delay their RMD, like your show's talking about today. So all those things, inflation, taxes, and the dreaded home health care are all 3 things that I think can really put a dent in people's retirement savings and cause them even to get really shy on the money they need to fully retire.
So do you think some of these things that they're trying to do in the Secure Act 2.0, as we call it, are at least moving in the right direction, trying to help people maybe or force them to be more responsible or give them the ability to do so?
I do, David. Extending the RMD age to 75, what I've heard, feedback that I've gotten is that it's a good thing because most of my clients don't want to take it anyway. And those that have come to the dance late, have accumulated money kind of in their 50s and 60s, really want to take advantage of looking into doing some Roth conversions, possibly drawing out their RMDs sooner than 72 or 75. So delaying it out and giving them a chance to be more proactive from a tax sense. I think that really helps. Also encouraging, Roth IRA contributions, extending the catch up there a little bit more, as well as Roth matching contributions. We know the government knows down the road that taxes are going up. So I think these changes in the Secure Act are helping, not hurting in that regard. There's other things, not so much though.
Yeah, well, and I know it's progress, not perfection, right? So
correct. It's a dual-edged sword there, right?
Yep. It's all about educating
Correct.
The investor, make sure they know from an early age what they should be doing, and hope and pray that they take the advice seriously. So David Wright, as usual, it's been our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thanks, Jeff.